today our session would be about using specific words. Okay. So, what do you understand from this topic? Using specific words. So, most often in our conversations, we often use general terms to convey our ideas, but then we would undergo the difficulty where the specifics of our idea, what we are trying to convey, will not be conveyed accurately when we are using general terms instead of specific terms. Okay. So it is always better to use specific terms where they are available rather than using the general terms. Okay. For example, when we talk of using specific words, an example is walk. Walk is a general word. Okay, we know that walk is a general word, but there are different types of walking, right? For example, shuffle. What is shuffle? The boy was shuffling through the hallway. So shuffle is a type of walking where we drag our feet. We most often it is when we are tired. We drag our feet and we walk, taking small steps, dragging our feet. So if we use shuffle instead of walk, we can get a clearer picture of how the person is walking. Okay. Another example is stagger. Another word for walking. Stagger. It is a different type of walking. What is stagger? Stagger is when you take heavy steps and often walk unsteadily. Not in a straight line. Most often go unsteadily in different directions, taking heavy steps. For example, the walking of a drunk person. So we can say that the drunk person staggered through the road. Okay. So that can give us a more enhanced picture in our mind when we say that the drunk person staggered through the road instead of saying the drunk person was walking through the road. Okay. So you can understand the difference, right? So it is always better to use the specific words instead of the general term. Okay. So when you use these words instead of walk, it will specify how the person is walking. Okay. And also there are other words for sit. Now we are going to look at some specific words for some general terms. Okay. So for sit, there are different types of sitting. Okay. For example, sit, sprawl. Sprawl is when you sit in a chair with your arms and legs spread out. So he was sprawling on the sofa. That means he is sitting with his arms and legs spread out. Okay. And lounge, ensconced, squat. So all these are different words for the word sit. Squat is when you're sitting on the ground without any chair. Okay. You're sitting on your legs in the ground. Okay. So that is squatting. So if you know these specific words for sit, it will be better if you use this rather than saying he was sitting on the ground. You can say he was squatting on the ground. Okay. So this will bring about a vividness in our language. So the listener can get easily the ideas that we are trying to convey. Okay. So the comprehension, it increases when we use specific words instead of general terms. And other specific words, we can look at several. Animal cries. There are specific words for the cries of each animal. Okay, so instead of saying the frog cried, so we should use the specific word that so for example, there are specific words for the cries of each animal. For example, owls hoot, frogs croak, sheep bleat, cats mew, bulls bellow, crickets chirp, ducks quack, pigs grunt, horse neighs, and so on. Okay, so these are all specific words for the cries of all these animals. So instead of saying I heard the cry of a frog, instead we should say I heard the frog croaking in the pond. Okay, or something like that. So a knowledge of all these terms are required in order to speak accurately, and we should enhance or we should improve our vocabulary by learning all these specific words. Okay. Then we can look at some sounds that humans make with our nose and mouth. Okay. We now looked at animal cries, and now coming on to sounds that humans make. There are specific words for these sounds too. For example, hawking. What is hawking? Hawking is when you clear your throat loudly in order to catch the attention of someone. You clear your throat loudly. Then cough, sneeze, pant, hiccup, belch, and so on. These are all specific words for the sounds that humans make. Can you think of some other words for smile? Specific words for smile. There are several different words to convey how the smile is. For example, you can say he smiled at me, he grinned at me, he beamed. And when we are talking about laughing, there are different types of laughing. The girls giggled, he snickered, he smirked, he guffawed. Okay, all these are specific words for laughing. So when we know all these words, we can use these words accurately. According to the situation, we can use these words. Okay. So knowing these words can help us to talk of these sounds accurately, saving us from the embarrassment of not knowing the word. Okay. Most often we may not know the accurate word, the specific word to convey what we are trying to say. So the knowledge of these specific words will help us in this regard. Okay. So knowing all these specific words can help us to use these words accurately and in the time that is required. So another example is wind. Wind is a general word. There are different types of wind. For example, breeze. Breeze is the wind at the slowest speed. There was a calming breeze. Okay. And similarly, when the speed of the wind increases, it becomes gale, storm, hurricane, tornado, and so on. So according to the intensity, the word is changing. So it is better to use these specific words rather than saying there was wind where I was sitting. So you can say there was a breeze where I was sitting. Okay. So therefore, using specific words adds a richness to our language and promotes accuracy in conveying our ideas. Okay, for example, if a person is crying, we can say he was sobbing. He was sobbing. That is a specific word for the type of crying. Okay, so maybe sometimes he would be wailing. Wailing would be an increasing intensity in his cries. Okay. So these are different words that we can use. He was weeping, he was wailing, he was sobbing, he was keening. Okay, all these are different words for the word cry. Okay, so similarly there are specific words for everything. So it is better to enhance our vocabulary so that we can, in our language there can be a vividness and we can convey our ideas correctly to the listeners. So when there are specific words available, avoid the general terms when you can. Okay. So this was the class about specific words. I hope you understood and enjoyed the session. Thank you.